AITA for ruining English Mother's Day for my former adoptive mother? My former adoptive mother was also my stepmother. She and my father forced the adoption on me against my will when I was 7 because she couldn't have children biologically. My mom was dead and they felt like she deserved the official mother title and a place on my birth certificate. I never wanted it and begged them not to, but was ignored. They even lied and said Dad was sick to push the judge's hand. Because apparently with me saying no, they needed something that would make a judge think it would be in my best interest, so they pretended Dad was worried something would get worse and the judge decided it was safer for me. I never forgave them. I went no contact 7 months ago when I turned 18. I asked my maternal grandparents to adult adopt me to erase the original adoption. My stepmother is English, and ever since I knew her she celebrated both the UK Mother's Day and our Mother's Day. And then around midnight last night I made a Facebook post thanking my grandma for adopting me and being a great mom to me. I don't even celebrate the UK's Mother's Day, but Dad's parents reminded me about it and said I should post something knowing she would see. They weren't thinking of announcing the adoption thing, but that's what I did. Woke up an hour ago and she saw it thanks to other family members being friends to both of us on Facebook. I was told by an aunt that they're really angry and saying I'm in awe because they had no idea I was no longer legally their kid.
AITA?
NTA. First things first. Sorry about your mom op. It's a complicated thing to go through, and everyone handles it differently at any age. Even if it happens young and you barely remember, it can come back around and rear its ugly head. But really, what did they expect to happen, forcing a bond onto a child? And against the child's wishes? I'd understand perhaps if your dad was truly ill and worried something might happen. But even then, was she really the best, only option? Sounds like she's not. Mind if I ask how old you were when she passed? And how long was it between your mom's passing and your forcible adoption? Edit. Timeline much too short. OP's dad decided his wife was a good match for him, then rushed the marriage and adoption far too quickly without considering OP. Dad's tough for sure. NTA. You objected to the adoption. They ignored you. You've now undone the damage that they did. Props to you and to your nan. NTA. Why should you protect their feelings? They didn't do anything to protect yours. I think you should check in with your grandparents though. If your post has caused issues for them, you need to support them. NTA. Petty. Sure, but you did not want to be adopted by your stepmother and immediately went no contact when you turned 18. So that's a pretty massive indicator of the type of people they were. More info wouldn't hurt though. NTA. I love all the people here going, but did they abuse you? Like, come on. OP's mother died at 7. Dad's new wife can't have kids, so they force an adoption and lied to a judge to get it granted. Which hello is a criminal offense. That in itself is abuse. The real question is, did they ever receive counseling for all this? Especially for the death of a parent? OP's dad is just because he put his new wife's feelings over his son's. At 18 now, OP made a passive-aggressive post on FB. Oh well, should NT have forcefully adopted him? She's hurt? Oh okay, cause OP wasn't hurt for the last few years. K rant over haha. NTA. But I think the other posts saying YTA or ESH are due to people reading this passage differently than I am. And then around midnight last night I made a Facebook post thanking my grandma for adopting me and being a great mom to me. I don't even celebrate the UK's Mother's Day, but Dad's parents reminded me about it and said I should post something knowing she would see. The way this is phrased is a little confusing. I read it as knowing grandma would see and be happy, and I believe others are reading knowing stepmother would see and be hurt. I think dad, stepmom are Oz either way, and what they did was abusive and illegal, so no matter how they were after that, I don't think you're in awe for not caring about their feelings about this. They didn't care about yours. Forcing an adoption when you barely knew her. If other people are reading the statement right, you're still NTA. But I think that's why some people think you might be. I never forgave them. I went no contact 7 months ago when I turned 18. I asked my maternal grandparents to adult adopt me to erase the original adoption. All I need to know. NTA. Stepparents, regardless of their circumstances, need to think about what the child wants as much as what they think is in their best interests. If a child is literally begging you to not do something that you are only really motivated by personal want to do, then maybe consider this isn't a better interests case and more a I'm satiating my own ego case. Though that's hardly a surprise by a stepmom who celebrates both Mother's Days. I mean, really, there's no need for that. All in all, you haven't spoken to them since you turned 18 half a year ago. They had to know that was coming. And they were not entitled to know that your stepmother was officially demoted. They weren't going to receive a handout of love on a day they clearly didn't earn as it is. Especially given how apparently they spent those 11 years berating you for not magically getting along with their new status quo. Honestly, the dark hooded version of me wishes to remind you that the words, "finally a complete family," with a picture of you and your grandparents or maternal family might be a good FB post for US Mother's Day. NTA. Your dad and his wife sound manipulative AF. NTA. When will people learn you can't force family? Less than love and respect a piece of paper with a name change didn't make the woman a mother. NTA. I live in the UK. My mom also passed away. I have a stepmom. I do not get her anything or do anything for her because she isn't my mother and never will be. My dad and her respects that. Your dad and stepmom are wankers. Tell them both to pipe down and to stop throwing their weight around. NTA. As far as it goes, you corrected a mistake that never should have been made. NTA. They forced an adoption on you against your will. You never wanted your dad's wife to be your mom. And they're both delusional if they think they were acting in your best interest. NTA. A virtual slap to the face is the least she deserves. NTA. Though you are petty, good for you for going NC and taking your power back with the grandparents' adoption. I hope you find peace one day so you don't continue to lash out at them. They were wrong, but you're free. Try to move on. NTA. Did you know you can get the first adoption reversed? This would put your birth certificate back as it was at your birth. Are stepmother's feelings hurt because she's no longer your adopted parent, or hurt because you made it public? Because now everybody will be asking why she's no longer your parent. You may as well post those reasons on FB. If you're going to stick the knife in, you may as well go to the hilt.
NTA.
NTA. You weren't intending for the message to be seen by them. That said, to keep things truly NC, in future you could fix your FB settings and/or post in a way that is less likely to leak, so that your personal messages aren't seen by your former adoptive mother and your dad. I was told by an aunt that they're really angry and saying I'm in awe because they had no idea I was no longer legally their kid. Tell them now they know how it feels to have something done against your wishes. NTA.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.